Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 129, live right after a San Diego Loyal match. San Diego Loyal wins big, 3-0, getting some vengeance on Colorado Switchbacks. Not necessarily against them, but just in the league in general. A good performance. So we're going to go ahead and talk about all about it. Today's a special edition. We also have San Diego Wave. San Diego Wave ties against Portland. They had lost earlier in the season, but they are able to maintain a 0-0 draw. Fantastic performance by goalkeeper Telford. We also have the U.S. women's national team winning just right now.
Yeah, today as well.
The CONCACAF tournament that they had against Canada. So Kaylin Sheridan versus Alex Morgan. Obviously, there was a winner there, so that was pretty interesting. We're going to go ahead and talk all about that. We're going to go ahead into transfer markets. Lewandowski, Rafinha, Kolabuli, Eriksson, De Ligt, Gabriel Jesus, Dybala. Some of the names that have changed into new uniforms this upcoming season.
Lots of transfers.
We're also going to talk about Chivas, and we might talk about a little bit of our fantasy football and how to get into that, because we are having another fantasy football
Guys, so we
season.
just literally got here about 10-20 minutes ago, back from the San Diego Loyal game, and we did it differently this time, Tony. We didn't do a game day vlog like we normally do for games, and
Yeah.
you know, the game was on a Monday. We had to push the podcast till later tonight. We had work today. Normally we don't go to work and then go to a Loyal game, so it was kind of tiring a little bit. So we chilled in the booth. Oh, I chilled in the press box with Alan. You kind of walked around because the seats were taken and you didn't want to sit away from us. So
Yeah, no, like, shame on you guys, all right?
no. So we got there and literally that guy had the middle seat. So it was either 2 on the right or 2 on the left, and then everything else was already taken. So what do you want us to do?
Tell the guy, hey, I have a
He wasn't there yet.
I have move his stuff.
No.
Nah,
no.
you guys
We
didn't
don't
want
do
me
that.
there.
We
You guys did
do
not
do
want me
that.
there.
It was a lot of fun
fine.
without you there, actually.
It was a lot of fun without me. That hurts even more.
No. Let's just get this straight. Tony is the face of Two Balls and a Mic. We got a little shuttle bus on the way up the hill because Tony.
Because we are the laziest.
We're lazy and we
pieces
didn't want
of
to walk
shits. We're
up there.
tired. Like,
And
I'm tired.
while we were getting there, Tony goes in the back and fans, I guess you can say fans, they say,
Fans.
YouTuber. They called you a YouTuber, bro.
Call me a YouTuber. I guess technically it is accurate, as we
you're
are
a YouTuber
technically
now.
live stream. You are too.
Yeah.
Live streaming on YouTube right now through Two Balls and a Mic. Subscribe. Acafino Calafino. Get your Calafino tequila. 20% off. 2 Balls 20 is the code.
Get that tequila, guys.
Embriáganse. Responsibly, please.
Well, let's talk about the game.
So literally we just came back. What did you guys think about the game? In the chat, I see a lot of people saying, hello, what's up? Emma, what's up? All right.
I know Danny Collins
We
says,
gonna
great
get on
game,
it.
but Colorado Springs had accepted defeat before kickoff, showed on the field.
Okay, so let's talk about pre-match, right? So
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of this. I literally was there to enjoy a game. Like, that was the most relaxing time I've had at a San Diego Loyal game. I went and walked around. I sat pretty much on the side where the cameras are. So there's some seats there. I just kind of sat there for a little bit.
Did it
watched the
bring
game.
back memories for you? Because
Bring
you
back
used to
the
watch
memories of
games
just,
from that side.
And that's the thing, like, you can hear the players a little bit more because you're right on them. So
Mm-hmm.
even with the locals and Chavos and 109 doing what they do every single game, and granted, they did well, you can still hear clearly what they were saying to
so
players.
would you say those are the best seats?
I'd say those are the really good seats.
Because they're the most expensive seats.
Unless you're, like, in the front row, you do miss a little portion. It's a cutoff, and so, like, you do miss some of the action.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's pretty cool. You can literally just, like, yell at Land, like, talk to Land. I mean, you've seen it, right? Post-match at Wave. They're now doing it right there. And so, like, Morgan or whoever, Sheridan, Turnbull will just sit down and wait for the thing to start. And, like, fans will just, like, hey, good game. Oh, thank you. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like direct right there. Interesting. Anyway, we want to go ahead and say that it was a good match, but there were some excuses to be had by the side over in Colorado.
Oh, yeah. So they ended up putting a tweet out, right? Like a statement saying that this game pretty much announcing defeat, right? I don't know if you can pull up the official statement from them.
Yeah.
But to narrate what it said is just saying that some players were not going to start. Some players were fatigued, illness, injured. They've played a lot of games in the last month, and here's a statement, Rice. The Colorado Springs Switchbacks players and staff have been warriors the past few weeks as they fought through a heavy schedule on multiple serious and chronic injuries. The team is once again facing an outbreak of injury and illness after a tight turnaround and will be playing, oh, hey, I'm reading that, with a compromised team. We covet, is that a word? Covet?
We covet.
We covet and value your support as Switchbacks fans as we face another unexpected challenge on the pitch tonight. That's your 10th grade reading level right there. But if you're a player and just see that statement before the game of your team putting that out, you're not really motivated to out there.
I mean, if you're the team themselves, like Colorado, right? Like, you're getting sent out to slaughter, essentially. And, I mean, that's what I'm kind of upset about. Like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, we were literally pulling up with, like, Subway sandwiches because we hadn't eaten. And I engulfed one, just
Yeah.
spicy Italian with the works. You get your veggies in with the chipotle sauce, mayo mustard, oil vinegar. No salt, pepper, because that's just a little too much.
Not too much.
And agua.
We got free water after the game.
We got free water after the game. Yeah, just you got to know where to go. If you're an original Two Balls and a Mic fan, we rave about a security guard named Johannes. I found him last week, and it was a reunion for the ages.
Did he remember you?
Yes, he did.
Oh, hell
we
yeah.
just both, like, jumped of joy and, like...
No, you did not.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What? Hopefully I get to catch him sometime again. But anyways, so they put out that statement, and we get to the game, and we see the lineups, and apparently they only had one substitute.
I've never seen that. I've never seen score. Did you keep it by any chance?
I do.
Let's see. This is what you get when you get a
Right here.
here. Let me put it. That's me. That's me. Still me.
Right here. This is what we get when we get to the press box. We get this, and it has the lineups and everything,
Here,
and
let me
then
get
you
that
can
out of the way.
see
Shiva camp. Let me get Victor out of the
for the Switchbox side, all the sub players except for one are just little X's.
Yeah.
My initial thought when I saw this is,
It's a
they're getting a
misprint.
lot of they're getting a lot of academy kids and stuff.
That they
Under
don't wanna
18, they're kind of
count,
like when
yeah.
San Diego Loyal does the whole the preseason players, the what were they called? The trialists.
Yes. Trialist.
So I figured maybe it was that, and they just didn't have the names of the players. So, but then sources told us they only have one sub, and they confirmed we you know how we confirmed it, guys. I told Tony, let's count the players warming up. We
Yeah.
counted to 12 players. Like that was it.
Yeah, like it's something I've never encountered, and look,
I mean, at a
you
professional
shouldn't
level,
have-
never.
yeah, you shouldn't have skipped the last one. You shouldn't have whined and complained. You should have put out a squad last time.
Yeah.
like that whatever game this made up for. And just played back then. You were on fire. You were doing well. But ultimately, like, they ended up putting 11 people out there. 2 people were not there at the end.
So they got 3 yellow cards in the first half. At halftime, their goalkeeper got a yellow card. So 4 by half, which is insane with 1 sub. It was just a failure of a game from the Switchbacks. And the thing is, you can complain about the scheduling and all you want, 8 games in 33
Yeah.
games. San Diego Loyal
They
did
did
it a
that.
couple months ago.
Yeah.
And they did it winning a lot of those games. Were there complaints? Were there anything? No. I mean, you suck it up and you go at it 1 game at a time.
We'll hear from Landon, actually. Like, as soon as he stopped speaking, Jack Blake spoke. We walked out and just made it here. Before Subway, got myself a spicy Italian sandwich.
Again, you already said this.
With the works, mayo mustard,
What is this? A sponsorship commercial for Subway?
oil vinegar, no salt, pepper. It's a little too much. And some hot Cheetos. But yeah, so San Diego Loyal had a pretty decent squad out there, as I'm going to go over and look for it. They do play against RGV.
Yeah, so on goal
23rd.
we had Coque Vegas. I have the lineup right here
Well,
next to me.
oh,
So
yeah, in your hand. Yes, but the viewers.
yeah, I know. So as you're gonna pull up that right now, we had Coque Vegas. So it's pretty much a similar lineup that we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks, except for Charlie Adams, who
God damn, I'm a mess. Yeah.
we did ask him about that at the end of the game, so he's coming back to training already. But so you have Elijah
He was
Martin.
almost like, fuck, they asked about him.
Yeah. So you had Elijah Martin, Grant Stone, and Kyle Adams kind of playing on that 3 center back positions. And then Elijah kind of, when it comes on defense, he pushes out to the left, and then Jack Blake kind of closes back. But Jack Blake playing essentially like a right wing back.
Yeah.
You had Alejandro Guido with the captain armband. You had Colin Martin. So solid center mids. Thomas Amang, Kyle Vassell, Amang, and Tumi Moshibani. I like how Moshibani plays playing in the middle. I think he's better at that than on the wings.
So one of the things that I heard, like during the match too, was after the second goal actually, Toomey comes over to Landon and they talk, and whatever they said, whispered, but the universal like, síguele, keep doing what you're doing, was Landon just did this, sent Toomey back into the middle, and so yeah, he was just being chaotic in there. But again, you always had that in the back of your mind where like, at least for me, right, this whole game I'm like, they have 12 players.
Yeah.
Like, how long can they possibly last?
And
right?
that's the game tactic for Colorado. They really didn't play how they usually play, right? Very aggressive, attacking. They sat back because they knew they had to preserve energy towards the end of the game. So they essentially sat back and tried to play the counterattack with their 2 players on top. Haji Berry, who, as we saw from the last
MVP
game,
candidate, according to the USL.
As we saw the last game against Loyal, he ended up scoring 1 or 2 goals. I think one of them was a penalty. He scored another one. Like, this dude's a baller, so you got to still keep an eye on him. Even if you know there's no substitutions out there, he can play the full 90 anyways. So they sit back. They try to play the counterattack. It didn't really work out for them. Sandy Loyal just pretty much had him on the rope the whole game, Tony.
Yeah, and it wasn't pretty from the get-go.
It's on the TV. It's not on here.
Oh, no.
What? Oh, no. What's going on?
I don't
Again,
know what's going on.
technical difficulties.
This is a live show.
It's a live show.
In a-
We
in a
had to rush
garage.
here. We're fixing it. It's just
Fixed
a couple clicks. He
it.
fixed it. You guys are going to hear this now. There we go. Hits the post. Alejandro Guido had a hell of a game, guys.
Yeah. So he gets hold on. Let's go back here because that was absolutely nasty what happened. It was
Jack-
one of those games where like, damn, like
This was
we
Jack
wish we
Blake's
would've been there.
first game, best game this season so far.
So you see Jack Blake here into the sun, really. Jack Blake hace una genialidad, a genius move.
The little chippy cheap to get away from the defender. Easily could have been a foul. He just crossed it de volea, lands on Amang perfectly, and he finishes. He doesn't celebrate.
Doesn't celebrate. Old team.
Man, I forgot. I think I asked you before. Are you a fan when players do this?
No.
If it ends in good terms, I get it. If it ends in bad terms, like
Celebrate.
like if Corey
Do
Hertz
it.
would have scored against Loyal, that would have been great.
The chicken dance or something.
Yeah.
Would've been fun.
But this was a great finish by Amang.
Ball
Look at
hits
this.
the
Boom.
post. Right there. That's just.
That's a Jack Blake challenge right there. Little chip,
I'll send that to him.
volea,
Oh,
lands,
man.
finishes it. Oh man, what a finish! What a
Like,
great goal,
what
honestly.
an assist. If you can do a goal of the week but it's actually just the assist, like that would still win.
I mean, he might get goal of the week either way with the free kick later.
Yeah, I mean, he played out of his mind, Jack Blake. And so, okay, 20 minutes in, 1-0. What's going to happen? And so you have another play here.
Great ball by Colin Martin.
Good through ball, a lot of holes, obviously. And then here we see Vassell goes down, gets knocked out, but the play still continues. A good little volley from Toomey from down south. It could have gone either way. Toomey's finishing sometimes isn't the best. But ball goes in for a 2-0.
Yeah, so Amang gets knocked up, and honestly, as soon as I saw that, I was like, I told him, that was a hard hit, dude. Like his shoulder.
That's what I like to hear, Victor. Half of us have too many beers and won't notice the technical problems. Thank you. But yes, great play by Jack Blake. Like, absolutely, the first one.
Yeah,
is
so
a
the second goal,
great
Toomey
play.
ends up touring. Kyle Vassell ends up getting injured later. Like, I think his shoulder just gave out, and it like kind of maybe dislocated a bit.
Yeah.
After he took a shot later, because he came back after this.
He did come back after this. I think this was more like, head injury. But that's the thing. Like, as soon as I saw this, like, I knew this was going to happen. Like, I'm like, Vassell's not going to stop. He's not going to stop. He's not going to stop. And he didn't stop. I knew the goalkeeper wasn't going to stop. Like, it was a collision course.
Hopefully it's not a tear or anything like that. Hopefully it's just like a dislocated shoulder, and maybe just a couple weeks it'll just be really sore.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's just sore, he might be able to even toughen it out. But I don't think the team will risk that. I think they can manage without Kyle Vassell a couple games, although it has been a little rough without him.
So this play actually, a good play, another good play. There was a lot of good plays. Like, this game could have ended worse for Switchbacks, much, much worse. And I think that's a criticism, a fair criticism for a team that won 3-0 with a clean sheet at home.
Why
against
is there
a
always
number 1 or
criticism?
3, whatever team.
There is always
They should have
criticism
done better.
for San Diego
Landon
Loyal.
was the most happy I've ever seen him. So
You say they should have done better, but that you're not happy with the 3-0 win?
could have been more.
But why? Like three goals is fine. Like that's it.
It's
Like
fine,
you still
but
win.
it should be more.
What is the difference
Like,
between
I
5
want-
goals?
I want Evan Conway to get a goal. I want even Elijah
Yeah, no,
Martin
I know,
to get a
but
goal.
I mean,
They need
realistically,
goals.
3-0
I wanted,
is the same as 5-0.
You know, if team-wise, Carlton needs a goal. Like, he needs a goal for his career.
Carlton?
At this point.
I mean, if he doesn't score soon, then what was the point of signing him?
Yeah. So,
I mean, a flop of a signing, honestly. It's a flop.
Call it a flop.
It's a flop of a
Wouldn't
signing.
call it a flop.
It's a terrible signing.
In soccer
No,
wise,
even soccer-wise, what has he
Soccer-wise.
provided on the
he
field?
provided good legs and minutes in a time where
Why are you
San Diego
defending?
Loyal.
Why are you defending him right now?
Why are you? I'm just talking soccer terms. Stop
He-
fucking bringing anything else.
Has he
into
gotten
it.
assists? Has he gotten goals?
He
Key
had
passes?
He
Not
was
really.
a player that filled the hole when they really needed it. When it comes to the Open Cup, right before he got injured, he had 6 games in a row where he was playing, and the wheels fell off of this player.
What about now?
They don't give him the minutes.
He got that mullet, and level
It's
just
the
dropped,
mullet.
man. It's the mullet.
It's the mullet. It's got to go. Anyway, this ball does not go in. I saw it from a perfect angle as I was waiting for Chula Vista Zone, Rossi Rock, the South Bay and stuff, even though he wears Dodger gear. And
Was he wearing Dodger gear?
he wasn't. He was wearing his,
Oh.
his
I mean, can you blame him for
San Diego
wearing
stuff.
a winning team's hat? It's not like San Diego.
yeah, I do. And then go and, like, get a free jersey from the Padres. Bullshit.
Absolutely.
That's absolute bullshit.
You're just jealous because you're not getting a free jersey.
Nobody who has worn an LA anything deserves to wear a Padre, be given a Padre jersey. And here is like, oh, Alex Morgan got one. Alex Morgan now represents San Diego at the moment. You can't fault anybody for whatever it is that they were brought up.
I mean, I'm sure Bad Bunny has gotten a Padres jersey and a Dodgers one.
Yeah, but he's not from San Diego. Like,
Oh, okay.
what? Yeah, he's not from San Diego.
It's not that big of a deal. It's not that deep.
Among this did miss a sitter, so that one was.
He missed like
one of those.
two.
He missed a
two.
couple, yeah. So
He could have easily gotten a hat trick. I think he just didn't want to score in Colorado.
he just didn't want to score.
He didn't want to score on them.
After
He
the
felt
game,
bad.
he did have a couple conversations with his old teammates, so that was pretty good. Chris Palmer, Eli and I enjoyed celebratory Truly and beer, sprinkling in 109 and the red and Blake Cole, because yes, there was a red. Carlton was playing some of his best all season tonight. AC played well tonight. I give AC a thumbs up today.
I mean, I'm not saying he didn't
Calle
play.
del hocico.
I mean, okay, it's good. It's a 3-0 win, but he really didn't do much. He didn't do
He
much.
hustled. That's all. That's what he does. That's what he does. He hustles. Like, I'll give him that. There's flashes, and I think the one. What's going on over there?
I'm stuck. There you go.
The flashes that he has are there, but it's just like you're saying. It's just not enough for.
I think it's a lot on his head. I mean, he had a weak free kick. I wanted Blake to shoot the second one
I
again.
did want him to shoot that one too, but a good true leader in Blakey. But as the game went on, obviously into the second half, things start happening. Where
It's such a stupid foul from that
yeah.
defender.
Yeah. Nick Moon drawing another foul always gets fouled.
It was an unnecessary foul from him. I told Alan they're not gonna end with. I told him they're not gonna end with. What about? They're not gonna end with 11 players.
So you actually got a cool angle of this.
Yeah, it's on. Posted it on Twitter.
In Twitter.
So I didn't have time to get out the camera and stuff, so I just did it from my
Big
phone.
lens.
So it's not.
Ow, I should have been ready, boy.
Oh, you use notifications? The second one? Right there, that one.
Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that does not look good.
What's going on, boys? And you're out of it today.
No.
You are out of it today.
Well, that's not good.
What are you looking for? You should mute the YouTube page.
No, I know. It's just, it was cumbersome. Do you know what that word means?
Absolutely not.
Cumbersome? Something that is difficult?
Oh.
So this is your angle
Mm-hmm.
from the press box, because that's where you were with Alan. Tírale, güey. Shoot it.
Getting ready. He's about to shoot.
Shoot it, dude.
The calm. That relief he had. You see it. He scored and he said. Yes.
So this is the angle that I got. I did this again.
Yeah, you did.
I did it again, Chiva.
Oh.
Oops, I did it again.
Sorry, guys. Tony's very tired today.
It's incredible. Shot.
It's a nice goal.
Like, he knew it. He was like,
It's goal of the week, right? Goal of the week contender.
yeah, I mean, has to. Team of the week for sure. Team of the week,
Assist
Jack
and a
Blake
goal.
for
Yes,
sure.
it's gonna be a team of the week for sure.
But yeah, so San Diego Loyal end up 3-0. 2 red cards in this match for the Colorado Switchbacks and their players. The goalkeeper got a yellow card on his way to the tunnel, which is impressive.
Yeah. And then they ended up with another red late in the second half.
Which two of you went to watch the Jack Blake video and land an interview right now and while we were recording
With
cheaters.
the title like
with the title of
Dirk. Div Dukij. That's the title of this video, guys.
Dirk,
Div
Dirk.
Dukij.
Durker. All right, let's see what the boy has to say.
Getting another clean sheet against this team.
Yeah, I mean, not many teams get clean sheets against that team. They have firepower all over the field, and we made them basically obsolete tonight. They didn't have many great chances, maybe one at the end of the first half, but we just limited their chances. We created tons of big chances. Probably the only fault in tonight is for not scoring the 4th or 5th goal. But other than that, it was a really dominant, complete performance from our team.
Switchbacks made a statement, obviously saying that the squad was compromised after going through something similar and actually playing the games. Now, after the match, what do you take away from that statement?
If that's a compromised squad, then I want that compromised squad every day of the week. Mishigalina, Haji Berry, Belmar, Ammo, Cam Lindley. I would take that compromised squad any day of the week. So that didn't look compromised to me. That looked like a full complement. Obviously, they didn't have players on the bench, so that impacted the game. But you know, we've had 2 games like that this year. Louisville at home and the LA Galaxy Open Cup game where we really couldn't make any subs that could impact the game.
True.
It's just part of football. It sucks. But that was a very good lineup. That was not a compromised lineup.
That's the most happiest I've ever seen
Yeah.
landed, and he was like bubbly and giddy and
Straight up.
like I've never seen Casey Stoney this happy.
Never.
How big was it for Blake to get that goal today, just for his confidence and overall
Right.
play?
Blake was great tonight. He's really grown in that role in the last 3 or 4 weeks. And to his immense credit, he needed to help the team a few weeks ago and step into a position at right wing back. that he's never played before. And to watch him grow every week, forget about the great assist and the fantastic goal, but just all the little plays he's making defensively, his running, his leadership. He is such a big part of this team, and he's part of the heart and soul of our team. And so I was really happy for him tonight, and he was just fantastic all over the field.
I better not see your questions on KUSI. We pause here so in our adventures, right? We have adventures and we're learning.
Yes.
And at this point, I think we're established, at least in the San Diego Loyal sphere. Faux pause, just like, what are you doing? Like, I
see
would
that
hope,
little cable right there?
I would hope somebody would tell me something if I'm doing something I know. Like, I shouldn't do.
If I'm getting in your shot
not
in
have
front of your
manners.
camera, I hope somebody ever tells me, like, hey, dude, can you move away a little bit? You're in my shot. Like, I feel like that's just etiquette when it comes to media, which some people don't have.
They don't. Like, it's wild. There's somebody actually that we like in other areas that just like goes in and just, hey, we have our hand raised. Like, what is the?
Oh yeah.
Ow, kinds. Ow.
But yeah, man, like no shade thrown, but it's just be mindful that our camera's there, and I mean, just as every other camera that's gonna be there. Not a good look, Pony Jimenez, commentator for San Diego Loyal in Spanish for Azteca most of the games. I mean, you kind of got in our shot, man. It is what it is. I did ask you to move a little bit. He was cool about it.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, can't just come in late to the press conference and get in my shot, dude. Don't do that shit. Not cool.
Just an update on Vassell and everything. Okay.
I don't know yet. He got hit on the goal in his shoulder.
Felt bad I cut him off.
That's all I can tell you. I hope it's not too bad.
For Charles.
I cut him off, but I thought he was done talking.
These media people, you know, they need to learn etiquette. If you really
I felt bad.
a talent, you can't cut them off. I mean,
I know.
Man,
I
Chiva,
really-
2 balls on a mic.
I fucked up there. I fucked up.
You really.
I thought he
need
was
to-
done talking. It looked like he was about to be done talking. You pinched me in the back too. I was like, "Fuck you, my bad. I know I fucked up."
That's somebody who's that's the.
I hope he remembers my face now.
That's the face of somebody. Who
I
just,
cut you off, Landon.
Charlie was it a
Oh man.
I
cut
cut
me
you
off.
off, Landon. I cut you off.
day off or
Chiva from 2 Balls on the Mic did that shit.
He's getting back into training this week. He was
Charlie
a little
Adams.
sluggish,
Question.
had a little tightness, and so we just decided to be smart with him. But he should be fine.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Guys, have a great week. Thank you.
You too, Landon. Bye, Landon.
Cut off Coques?
Just real quick, Jack, just tell us about that goal, man. What went through your mind when you scored that goal?
They made him put on the
Honestly,
shirt.
At the moment, just trying to relieve some pressure from the team. You know, it was 2-0 was a dangerous scoreline, and you know, we wanted to come out in the second half and you know, really put pressure on them and get that third goal. So I just wanted to help the team and get that third goal, and yeah, literally it paid off.
Seems like your confidence is building back up week after week. What does it feel like? Feel like you kind of reached a point where you can have a complete game like that?
Yeah, you know, I've been waiting a long time to get through 90, feeling comfortable and you know, contributing to the team, and that's all that matters really. You know, everyone works so hard on a daily basis, and I'm just happy I can contribute.
On that free kick, the defender that was on the wall seemed to have moved a little bit to his left and adjusted his hair. Did you see that?
Shout out Nick from San Diego Loyal who commented this actual thing, and I went back and saw it, and you can tell he did this, and that's when he took the shot.
At any point, did you just zero in on that and just take it instantly, or?
Yeah. Initially, when the ball was placed, Toomey said there was an angle for him to hit it round, and then I think they heard him say it, and they moved slightly, and then that's why I went the other side. So, yeah, no, we work on set pieces and free kicks in training a lot. So, yeah, very happy it paid off.
How comfortable are you getting on that defensive side, playing almost a right back position?
Yeah, it's very different. You know, the coaches have taught me through a lot of situational, positional stuff, and that's really helped me. Yeah, it's definitely a new position. I've had to adapt, but I'm more than happy to do that. Yeah.
Any questions?
And then nobody asked Jack Blake another question.
Yeah, like there's so many people there, and some people just don't ask stuff. Like, I don't get it. We could have kept asking. He got off easy. I told him, you got off easy today. Just 3 questions.
Yeah, he did. And then he complimented
Alan's
jacket.
yeah,
That's
everyone
literally
was.
My
it's
shirt
the jersey, but on a jacket.
is this jersey, but on an Adidas long sleeve jacket, and
Which
it's
is
so much
dope.
cooler than the like.
jersey.
I love this jersey; it's pretty cool, but like.
It's a good jacket.
That's a really good jacket. So San Diego Loyal win 3-0. They, let's see, standings. Las estadísticas. In the Western Conference. It did nothing. San Antonio and Colorado Switchback still 1-2. 37 points. So it's 43, 39 points, and then 37 by San Diego Loyal. New Mexico in fourth with 34. Top 7 make playoffs?
Top 8, I believe.
Top 8?
Or no. This is where we need
Wow.
Allen.
Allen.
It's highlighted top 7, but I'm pretty sure. I think first place just gets.
Oh, no, top 4. That's what we want, essentially. Top 4 is home field advantage. So top 4 get home field advantage. And then that's essentially what we were robbed of last season, and didn't look.
It was the
too
team's
good.
fault for trying to sell tickets before the game started.
Absolutely, 100%. I blame the team. So they win 3-0 on this one. San Diego Loyal then play against RGV Toros, another game that was disappointing this season earlier away at Torero Stadium at 7 p.m. Then they go up to Orange County for the July 30th match at 7 p.m. over at the Great Orange Park. I know there's a bunch of locals that are making the bus trip up there. So
I'm gonna miss out on that one.
I can't go. So
It's my sister's birthday, so
now, so if you want to go ahead and hit up Jason Radcliffe or the locals events. Get yourself situated with anything and all of that. Yeah, that is very true. We won the tiebreaker, which is really important against them. So
top
that's
10 makes playoffs.
incredibly-
First place gets the round. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The bye.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. But yeah, so that's essentially where we're at with San Diego Loyal, and anything moving on from that.
It's looking good. I mean, despite that 5-0 loss against Los Dos, it's not looking bad for San Diego Loyal.
Yeah.
As we all know why maybe they lost that game.
Yeah,
The red card
they got
early
an
in the
early red
game,
card,
so-
like it just
No excuse for it to be 5-0, but you ended up losing that game. It's fine. It's plenty of games in the season. San Diego Loyal are in good standing right now, third place, 2 points behind Colorado. They got the tiebreaker against them, so you catch up to them, you already passed them on the table. So pretty good for San Diego Loyal so far. I think it's better than I expected them to be this late into the season already.
yeah. So it is later on in the season now, and so these is when teams start to need to be finalized. By the way, Chelsea won 2-1 against America. Chinga su madre la America.
That's great. That's great.
It's great.
Yeah.
I just saw the thumbnail.
That's pretty much what we have for San Diego Loyal, guys. This is where we're probably going to lose like half our viewers right now. Catch me at the next game, at the Loyal game. I'll be there. I don't think you're making it, huh?
No.
Yeah, so match prediction for next week for Saturday for San Diego Loyal?
San Diego Loyal ties 1-1.
I think they get a 3-2-1 win.
A 3-2-1? What?
3-1.
Oh,
3-1.
3-2-1.
Yeah.
Marcador 3-2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Um,
1, 2, 3, 4.
I know you want me. Know you want me.
All right, guys, we're gonna move on to San Diego Wave and talk about their boring game that they had on Friday. That was a boring game for San Diego Wave on
It's a
Friday,
weird
Tony.
song to transition into women's soccer. Yes, so that's the sound for women's soccer, apparently, for the NWSL on YouTube. But yeah, so it was a 0-0 affair.
Best part of this game,
The goalkeeper was fantastic. So Kelsey,
yeah, that was the best part of the game.
yeah, Telford, former Chelsea goalkeeper. That's why I was also front of mind. Former Chelsea goalkeeper for the women's team is now here in San Diego. So she is the backup to Kyle Sheridan, the understudy, if you will, not necessarily a backup, but it's pretty darn good backup to have. So you have her in goal. Carly Telford. Abby Dahlkemper again, who San Diego Loyal, I think you mentioned it. Like the San Diego Wave got really lucky by having an injury.
It's
time
awkward
at
to
this
say they
time.
get lucky because the player
of
got
an
injured,
injury,
but
yeah.
it worked out because had Abby Dahlkemper been healthy during the first half of the season, she probably would have gotten called up to the national team. Therefore, they would have been left out with their two best center backs.
Exactly.
I don't know who else you would put instead of Abby Dahlkemper to accompany Kylie Real, who Kylie Real on her own is a great center back as well. But the experience that Dahlkemper gives you now that Naomi Girma maybe doesn't have the experience, but the talent that she has, it backs it up. But now I'm excited for them to be back and have Dahlkemper together with Girma at center backs.
Yeah, so Germa getting some really, really good experience over at the the U.S. women's national team tournament that they eventually right now ended up winning.
CONCACAF Women's Championship.
CONCACAF Women's Championship. But still, this lineup still has the scaffolding, the basic fundamentals of the team. But then you just add 5 players to this roster. It just takes it overboard. They've been doing a really good job of winning games, taking points, being smart about how they play. I think Katie Johnson, La Mexicana, has been stepping up, but
she's a baller.
But she is a baller, but she doesn't connect with the net. I think that's her issue. Like, she is really, really, really good, but she gets flustered. It doesn't have a good shot on her right now. Like, it's just not looking
It's like
good in that finishing
Haces todo
stance.
bien, and then the last one.
Tumi
you just-
Moshobani, season 1.
Exactly.
But then you have Sofia Jakobsen, who's on that side, and when she comes back, she actually gets you similar type of characteristics.
Alex
and she
Morgan,
gets you the
bro.
goal. Obviously Alex Morgan. Kelsey Turnbow, Shimmer, Van Egman, Katie Johnson, Doniak, who's been playing pretty good, McNabb, and Kristen Westfall. Amira Ali still on that bench. I'm obviously not match fit 100% as Casey would want, essentially, Coach Casey. But they were able to hold off a Louisville team, but I really think that this game should have gone to San Diego Wave, and they could have won this game and gotten 3 points out of it. Still an important point at the end of the day because they want to be and maintain at the top of that league. We had the interview with Casey Stoney that you asked her, like, yeah, I want to be at the top.
Yeah, pretty much. She did say that. I asked her how important is it to finish top of the table, and she pretty much said it is important to her. She wants to be the best one out there. Other news that the team had, though, recently is this 17-year-old midfielder that they just signed. They've had the rights to her, and I know she was going to get traded supposedly to Washington Spirit, Tony. Her name is Jaden Shaw. 17-year-old. Apparently, she's a top talent.
Yeah, no, I've being on the NWSL Reddit now page, this was a point of contention on that site.
Apparently, San Diego Wave wanted like $250K plus a first rounder, which is a lot of money when it comes to NWSL for players. So I'm excited to see if she gets any playing time in the next game on April and the 30th. But yeah, like it's gonna be exciting to see. But right now the standings, they're still very much on top.
Yeah, I mean they're 2 points from third place, 4 points from fourth place, but still at top. And then now you're gonna go ahead and get all these players back. Now with the CONCACAF Women's Tournament over, they're gonna see not just Morgan, not just Sheridan, which must be fantastic banter at the end of the day because.
Dude, so we're gonna have to once they do it, hopefully they do it like a media thing in the middle of the week, and it's hopefully Alex Morgan back or something. Do you think they get some rest after this?
Yeah, I think they do get a little bit of rest, but ultimately Casey's gonna want to, push them out there because the season's almost over.
Because they don't play this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
They play until the 30th, so they should be back by the next game, right?
Yeah, they should be, and so. Somebody like Korniak might be fresher than Morgan, who played more minutes.
I don't think she's frustrated. I don't think. I think just being.
Flux is frustrated.
Didn't you say frustrated? No. What did you say? Dude,
Pressure.
I'm tired. Pressure. I'm more tired than you.
Fresher.
Pressure. Okay, now you're just making up words.
What?
Yeah.
Fresher?
Fresher?
Yes.
What does that mean?
What do you think that means?
I have no idea.
Take it down.
Like,
What am I saying?
Relief, maybe? I don't know.
Fresher.
What?
I am fresher after I take a shower.
Fresher. Oh. I thought you were saying
How
some
do you
other stupid shit.
how do you listen with an accent? Is my thing. Like that's
I don't know, dude. I have chronic ear infections. I can't hear shit. Fresher. It sounded like you were saying something else. I was like, what?
what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me is that it's 11 o'clock and we work in the morning.
Oh man, I'm tired.
But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if the players come back for the 30th. Yes, Korniak is going to be feeling more fresher than Alex Morgan.
Fresher, just fresher.
Fresher.
Más fresco.
Oh, man, how does Sheridan come back knowing that she didn't win the tournament and now she has to play with the teammates that beat her in the tournament?
You live and you learn, right? Like,
That's fun.
it's fun. But yeah, so other news in...
Well, talking about that, Alex Morgan scores the penalty to win against Sheridan. Alex Morgan tends to shoot her penalties on her left side, right hand side of the goalkeeper.
Yes.
And
Because we've seen
we've seen
that a
plenty of
lot.
penalties
We've seen
from
plenty
Alex
of
Morgan this season.
Alex Morgan penalties.
And I was talking to people in the press box, and we were watching the penalty happen because Loyal were already gonna win.
Morgan
And we're like, she switched it. Se la cambió. Sheridan dove to where she was confident Alex Morgan is gonna shoot it. Just shows Alex Morgan has the upper hand there,
yeah, no, she really does. And I mean,
mindset wise.
that's awesome to see. And teammates, battling at the best, at the top, right? Like at the top of CONCACAF. Like we'll see what the Women World Cup holds. Like it's gonna be interesting. Sophia Jakobsen.
It's great for Alex Morgan to be getting
It's like saying
that
the word
playing time.
Jakobsen.
It's great for her to be getting that playing time in the national. I think she did say that having a break from the national team kind of like sparked something in her to get back at it. And playing in San Diego Wave has just tremendously improved her career right now at 34 years old. So 32, 33, 34, some in their 30s.
You've incredibly improved my career.
Oh,
Transfer news. Transfer news are happening.
Greg said, dude, you need some sleep. Great job today. Go to sleep. We're gonna get this done. Don't worry.
We're
We got
almost there.
plenty of more stuff to talk about. Transfer news worldwide.
Lewandowski is now a Barcelona player with the lamest reveal of all time.
At
'Cause
the, like at the beach and
in
stuff.
Miami, it was
Yeah.
so dumb. I hate it.
How do you rate this? Like it was around 40, 50 million euros. He's about
Expensive.
to be 34.
Uh-huh.
He is the best striker in the world right now, maybe next to Benzema.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun as fuck.
So I'm excited for the next Clásico now because it's Lewandowski against Benzema.
Yeah.
It hasn't been anything like that since Ronaldo against Messi. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Do you think this is the best investment they could have done? Let's remember, Barcelona are financially struggling, and they're like €1 billion in debt.
Somehow.
They are not paying Frankie de Jong what they owe him, and they're kind of kicking him out the door. He doesn't want to leave. They're essentially kicking him out the door and probably going to
Sounds like you're
bound to
saying
go to United.
kinking him, and it's,
Kicking him.
I know, but it's really funny.
Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, this was the reveal.
Get a better win, Mike.
I'm very happy to enjoy to Barcelona. Forza Barça.
So, what the hell does he say? Cules.
Cules.
It's very... No, I mean, I know that's how you...
Yeah.
Se dice en catalán, los cules. Cules. Like, and then...
And then in English.
All right. So you got wind. Captain Planet. What the fuck is he doing?
Just staring in the ocean. He's probably never seen the ocean
What is
before.
he doing?
There are oceans
What
in Germany.
is he do? He's in Miami.
I know, but I mean, he's lived in Germany most of his career. He doesn't see the ocean much.
That's a good point. That's actually a good point.
I'm very happy to
Kuleth, I am very happy
enjoy to Barcelona.
to enjoy, but I think
To
he
join,
means join.
to join
But I think it's
Barcelona.
enjoy Barcelona.
Forza Barça.
Yay.
Forza
He doesn't-
Barça.
He doesn't look like he's 35. Tell you that much.
Barca also signed Rafinha from Leeds United.
Stealing Rafinha from Chelsea. Almost had him. Damn.
But again, how are you paying for these players?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
This was such a dumb buy from Barca. They didn't need Rafinha.
They have Dembele.
They re-signed Dembele 2 more years.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. But
Yeah, Ansu Fati and Dembele, well, like, what's going on there? I don't get it. I don't like that signing from Barcelona. Lewandowski, yes, thumbs up. Rafinha, I give it a thumbs down. But
2 Chelsea signings. First, we had a oh my God. What is his name?
I don't know. That's your team. That's your boy. Are you talking about Koulibaly?
No.
You're not talking about Koulibaly? Well, you guys got Koulibaly.
Well, we got Koulibaly. Center back. So that's and Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up from this guy.
You guys paid $40 million for Koulibaly, who
Hasn't been
you guys are
playing
signing
this
him in a 3-year. Hasn't been what?
The fan was pointing at me this whole
Oh.
time.
Koulibaly's 31 already.
Yeah.
So 3 years. I mean, it's a good signing. You guys lost Rudiger, so it's a thumbs up for me. You guys had to replace that. You guys didn't have Christensen anymore, so you guys need a center back badly.
That's what
a
I
great
hate,
signing.
though. I think that's a thumbs down transfer, like getting rid of Andreas Christensen because he was
Yeah.
the future. Like,
who
Zuma.
went to Barcelona too. So
yeah, it's not good.
Raheem Sterling, thumbs up. Great. This dude's about to reach his peak. He's about to be 27, 28.
Pick.
Like coming into a World Cup season, like he is for sure gonna start at Chelsea. Thumbs down for Man City for selling him, but I get it. You paid Grealish more and you're paying him more money, so you're gonna have to start him. So yeah, thumbs up for Chelsea so far.
Sorry.
Ooh la la. 2 signings for Manchester United so
The
far.
theater of tears.
Look, man, we
the
have
AEDs are gonna be replaced
the
more often
AEDs. Yes,
at Old Trafford.
yes. The players are gonna have to get CPR certified.
The games are gonna be cardiac.
Oh, it's been over how many years? Like we can joke about it. No.
It was one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my
Yeah,
life.
like especially a top player. But we signed
Yeah.
Christian Eriksen, from Brentford.
Dead to rights is yours. All yours.
It can be a great thing. I don't know what to expect, honestly. I give it a thumbs middle,
Thumbs
middle, neither up or down. I think it's okay, but we'll see what happens. I'm very scared. And then we got Martinez from Ajax, center back. One of the shortest center backs there is, 5'9".
But he can.
But he's so skillful and he's great. He's gonna be amazing. I give that a thumbs up. It's a 5-year deal. You needed a center back, someone like that. Ten Hag he already knows him. Like it's gonna be great. Manchester United, not doing too bad in the transfer. They're killing it. They won the Bangkok tournament or cup thing against Liverpool for nothing. So
Y se queda Ronaldo.
yeah, probably
Ronaldo
gonna
stays.
extend.
That's wild. Gabriel Jesus Zinchenko joining Arsenal.
Thumbs up from both of them.
Yeah, good job,
Gabriel
guys.
Jesus is scoring goals right now
Yeah.
in the preseason games. He's playing great.
Did he win the
Zinchenko is a great left back.
Yep.
So Arsenal doing pretty good there. Another great signing. Delete off to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich needed a top center back.
Yep.
He didn't shine in Juventus. I think he's gonna shine in Bayern Munich. This guy's a star. He's still young. Bayern Munich is something they do great is just have a strong wall at defense.
Yeah, they always
They've
have to have
always had
one.
that.
They have Sule. No, they got rid of Sule. Sule's not there anymore.
No, Sule's Dortmund.
Dortmund. But yeah, I mean, like I said, they always have to have that guy, and he is going to be that guy. He actually always goes to Chelsea in my career mode. Good call, boy. Good call.
And then
the special
Dybala.
one. The special one.
get the signing
Jose
on his
Mourinho.
own.
My name is Jose Mourinho.
Hi, Mourinho.
That TikTok.
Yeah.
See, I like if it's important enough, like
You'll pay attention
catch
to some
on to
TikToks.
it.
Yeah, of course.
my name is Jose Mourinho.
Dybala signs with Roma on a free transfer.
Jose Mourinho.
I mean, that's it. I mean, who knows? Dybala hasn't really lived up to his potential, right? But it's for free. You can use him. It's fine. I like it. Dybala's gonna shine
the
probably.
most important transfer that happened is actually not a player, and it's actually wasn't really a transfer, but they're going to get a full year of Antonio Conte, and I don't like the way that Tottenham is going to be playing this year. This fool is beating the crap out of him physically, but this is going to be a very, very fit team when they get into the season, and that doesn't spell good for anybody, especially like people who want to contend for the fourth place, like yourself.
Yeah. Another transfer that happened, and I think this is where we might start wrapping. I mean, I want to get to an hour, so we got 9 minutes. I think I can rant for 9 minutes, honey. Chivas.
Oh,
Are we talking about Chivas yet?
Ow, ow.
Yeah.
Ow, 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 ow.
I'm very conflicted because Chivas, as you know, is the team of my heart. And
What's that?
Santiago Ormeño. You can look him up on Twitter, actually. So Chivas signed this striker from, I believe it was Santos, not sure, León. His name is Santiago Ormeño. He's not a bad striker. He's pretty good. The only conflict here is that Santiago Ormeño plays for the Peruvian national team. And that's one of the things about Chivas, right? That a lot of people are fans because of
That's
that.
the reason I'm a fan, because you're feeding into
Because
the national team. It's a
you're
direct line.
just signing players that are Mexican, and in 2012 they released a statement saying,
Vamos a hacer exámenes médicos. Échale, adelante. Así es.
let me give you a little backdrop on this, right? Chivas in 2012 said that they were going to sign players, like we had players like Ponce, Brizuela, who were born in the U.S., but nationalized Mexicans. Their parents are both Mexicans, so
Yeah.
and then they played for the Mexican national team. So in that statement, Chivas said, players that are in this situation, if they play for Mexico, then they can play for Chivas. I agree there. That's fine with me. But this guy was born in Mexico, but now plays for the Selección of Peru. And that's where I'm like, well, he's not really representing Mexico. Why is he representing Chivas, Tony?
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's a cardinal rule that I guess they're breaking. They're not necessarily – they figure if they do it one way, they can do it the other way. But I don't think that that's how it works. But ultimately, it's still, like, gray area. Like, I wouldn't – I couldn't play for Chivas because I was born here. Like, I mean, I
Yeah.
can, but I wouldn't feel
It wouldn't feel right.
right. Yeah.
So
I'll play for the Selección.
what pisses
But
me
not for
off about
Chivas.
this, Tony, is not only is Chivas breaking the tradition with this, if you're going to break the tradition, break it with the player that you know is going to be a crack.
A good
Un
player,
Argentino or something like that that's going to come in, a Gignac type player that's just going to, he's going to break it. He's going to score like 15 goals in the season.
Gareth Bale should have been naturalizado Mexican.
Like, it just, it astounds me because that's the
Dybala.
pride that we have as Chivas fans. And I've been an advocate for Chivas to break that tradition, Tony. I've been saying it for the last couple of years, saying if Chivas want to compete, we can't just stick with Mexicans because whenever they want to buy a prospect from that's Mexican that's going to be talented,
Gross.
two things are going to happen. One, they get to sign him at a good price. Yeah, but you're going to have him for a couple of years. If he's a prospect, he's going to go up to Europe. That's the idea. That's what we want as Mexican fans as well. Not even if you're a Chivas fan or if you're an Atlas fan, an American fan, you kind of hope that for players to eventually move on to Europe and get better. Two, they raised the prices by a lot when Chivas are interested in a player. Because they know the market is so small for them that they can't not sign other players outside of Mexico that are not Mexican. So if they want to get Mudo from Santos, they can't because they're raising the value of him so much that Chivas know they don't have to be paying that. And that's always been the problem with Chivas. That's why I've said, you know what? If we're gonna break it right and get a top talent that's gonna help you win championships. I mean, kind of like a Gignac player. like players like Dino Moreno that impacted Cholo, Dubiel Rascos that impacted Cholos and gave him a title, like stuff like that, right? A player like that, and it's not looking like it. Hopefully this player proves me wrong and just starts scoring a lot of goals and helps Chivas, because right now we're in shambles. We don't have a striker. Macias ended up getting hurt and he's out like the rest of the season. He's out for 8 months. Saldivar is not gonna cut it. I'm really hoping Ormeño, if they're making this big of a splash on him, he better at least score at least 7-8 goals this season. Any thoughts on this, Tony? It's heartbreaking because I know you are a Chivas fan because of solely for that reason.
Reason why I was,
so how does this
Chivas
make
fan.
you feel?
It just cheapens it. It's just like, I don't like it.
If you don't know, Tony, he's a diehard Chivas fan, but you said it before. You really haven't been in love with the Mexican league soccer,
league
and you
is-
haven't really followed it in the last couple of years, especially with Chivas as well. Like, you'll hit me up like, oh, like you'll watch him from time to time, but you don't watch him like me every single day.
Yeah, no, it's not the
because
same.
you've lost the interest because of what's happened in the league and then what's happened in Chivas before.
It's not the
So it's really hard. It's hard to process as a Chivas fan that this happened, and then them just kind of sticking with it and saying, "Well, we're not really breaking traditions, but you are." You know, it sucks. It sucks.
Before we go, if you want to be in the 2 Balls in a Mic Fantasy League where you can win a jersey from NFLshop.com if you win the league. We already had one winner in Corbin over in Ohio who
Who's actually in Germany right now.
mistakenly chose Myles Garrett. That was one of the saddest purchases my card has ever made.
Hey, Corbin, if you win, do you want a Deshaun Watson jersey?
Ooh. Ow. Ow.
Browns fans.
He's in a country where people are not historically the nicest either. So
Yeah, not
very, very not nice people.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and have a Google form go out, and you can go ahead and submit it. And we're going to go ahead and select 12 or 11.
11
because we're playing.
We play in it.
11 lucky people who have the chance to win a jersey from 2 Balls and a Mic from the NFLshop.com.
What if we do it differently?
What do we do, homie?
What if we still get 10 people, and then you have one team, I have one team, and then instead of doing pick'ems and keeping track of all that, we can still do pick it, but whoever has a better record doesn't have to buy the jersey.
All right, sounds good.
I think we're gonna do that.
You're on.
Oh man, he got me there.
But yeah, so go ahead and keep an eye out for that because that's going to be coming out.
Season's approaching,
you.
guys. The season is approaching. Thank you guys for watching this episode. It means a lot, honestly. We're very tired. We kind of pushed it through after the Loyal game. Big shout out to Loyal and the USL for scheduling a game when they know we schedule episodes every Monday for 129 straight weeks.
Shout out to PB European Imports and
Yes.
Smog Express over in Pacific Beach. Go ahead and check them out if you need anything with your car.
Do you want to play in the UPSL? Hit up San Diego Inter. They're holding tryouts on Thursday. $25 to try out.
Acafino, Calafino, Super.
Acafino, Calafino. Thank you, guys.